Oh, what's up, Water Tribe? How goes it? Oh, it's been going. Let me tell you, that Scorpio full moon was something else. How about y'all? So, this weekly is for water signs. Oh, sorry. Let me back up. Hi, welcome to Paiges of Ascension. Thank you for joining me. This reading is going to be for water signs. That's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Readings may or may not resonate, and if they do, that's fantastic, and if they don't, that's okay too. Don't try to force it if it doesn't fit. Okay. And let's see here. I do make a concentrated effort to watch my language so that my videos are inclusive for anyone who may come across them. All right, that is a personal goal of mine, and something that I've kind of noticed with tarot, not just with the decks, but some of the readings, they're not necessarily very inclusive, and a lot of that hinges on language. So, if you're a reader out there watching this, jump on the bandwagon with me, and let's open our readings up for everybody. So, anywhoodle, we've got Sacral Chakra. Shall go back and pull another card on in just a moment. It's interesting that happened. Normally, when a chakra card comes out, it comes out with a bestie. So I'll get two cards for it. Okay, are we getting quiet here or what? Okay, so. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Okay, so bottom of the deck, absolutely beautiful, water type. We have Triumph, which is the Chariot in this deck. Okay, so you were getting your personal power back. You've been patient. You've been persistent. At times you've had a great deal of conflict over what you should do, what moves you should make. And you've just been kind of waiting to see some kind of result, see some kind of sign that the universe has heard you and that you've been doing exactly what you were supposed to be doing, to get to the sun, to get to your sun moment, to make sure that you triumph over everything that you've been going through. Okay. And you're going to get there. I mean, the sun is the best card in the deck. Now, I can't look past the fact that it is like kicking off the reading. So it almost, I almost get the vibe that it's like, this is something. Okay, two things. So either one, this has been highlighted to you that your sacral chakra is something that you need to work on. I can identify with that. So hello, sacral chakra twin. So that could have been highlighted to you that this is a chakra that you need to work on. Secondary to that, it's that you've already chosen and you're in the process of working towards clearing this chakra, and it's forcing you to really apply your resolve and your patience because you're just not seeing the results that you want. You don't feel like you're moving forward at all. And that's causing you to question, again, whether or not you've been doing the right thing in this situation to move ahead. Again, regardless of the fact that it's kicking off this reading, the sun is an excellent card. So at the very least, and we'll see where I end up clarifying, but at the very least, recognizing that this is work that you need to do is exactly what you were supposed to do. Again, light. You shine the light on the problem. You've shown the light on the area that needs work, or that you need to integrate, or that you just need to acknowledge and take care of. Okay? You've got that illumination. Okay? It's out of the shadows. You know where the work needs to be applied. So the fact that we know that, let's look at You can see here patience is pretty straightforward. You know that it's just patience. So let's clarify mental conflict. So why are we in conflict? Water tribe. Yeah, it's mastering all the phases of this growth. Oh, that's very interesting. You want it to be the end, but you're scared for it to be the end. It's like, and you're not damned if you do, damned if you don't. This is not that situation. It's, I feel like I said this in a different video or at some point to someone somewhere, but it's this idea that you've gotten so comfortable with the conflict, with the second guessing, with the hesitancy, with the stagnation, that it has literally grown roots. You know, it's become this tree that you have to kill because it's not, its presence is no longer benefiting you. You know what I mean? It's like questioning ourselves is always a great way to make sure that we're preserving, okay, it's sound mind is what came through on that. But what I was thinking is that it's always good to uh, preserve your experiences so that you can take the proper approach when it comes up. But there can come a point where you're so stuck in the past where you can't see beyond what has already happened, like that ending has already occurred, that you just become scared to move on to something new, you know? And it's like, the wheel is turning whether you're ready for it or not. Yes, free will always applies. You can do what you want, okay? But the wheel is turning. You're heading into this new cycle. Now, whether in this new cycle you're repeating what you already went through or you're moving on to something new, that's on you, okay? And that's kind of, that's what we're waiting to find out here. So, let's see if I can pull anything else out of this. You're waiting for the scales to be balanced. Whatever that means for somebody. We've got 6 of coins or heliotrope. It's bloodstone, okay? Which is a very calming, centering. It is such a beautiful, gentle stone to work with. I highly suggest it for those of the fire persuasion, especially Aries, young Aries children. It's really, really good for them. But yeah, I love working with the stone. But in any case, it does let me know that you're waiting for the scales to balance. You're waiting. Hold on. It's almost as if some of the habits that you now have, you don't know if it's something that's actually rooting you in the present or keeping you in conflict because you keep going back and forth. I mean, if you look at this is infinity. You keep going from one end to the other end, to the other end, to the other end. You don't know. Okay? You know, I don't feel like there's anything you really need to be worried about. You need to continue to have patience in the situation, continue to stay balanced, okay, and grounded. Grounded, but not rooted in fear, okay? Not like this. Like this. Rooted in the present, not the past. and just wait for things to reveal themselves, because I think that they will. It's like when you get to this point in the Wheel of Fortune where the wheel is actually turning and you're entering a new cycle, there is a period of time where you're just kind of in the void. You're through the archway. You're like in the actual archway of the portal, but you're not where you've come from and you're not where you're going. You're just kind of in the nothingness waiting for things to happen. That's what this is. Okay? You are heading in the right direction. So regardless of if that's repeating a cycle or starting or repeating lessons, excuse me, correct my language on that. Regardless if it's repeating lessons or if it's something new that you're experiencing, this is exactly where you're supposed to be right now. So don't question that. But again, even if this is something that's a repetition, you've got the Sun card. So you definitely learned it this last time, and you're not going to make the mistake again when it presents itself. Okay? So do that work. So, your mystical moment is the gardener. Oh, that's lovely. She's holding a bulb. It looks like tulips. Excuse me, she looks like a house. Excuse me. So okay. So this card is non-judgment, acceptance, self-compassion. Standing proud in a lush green garden, a woman holds a growing bulb in her arms. Two small houses spring from the plant, and her skirt is transformed into a house. She is the gardener of her soul, the caretaker of her home. Her feelings are the flowers of her garden. By taking care of herself, she keeps growing stronger. But sometimes uninvited guests invade the garden, intruders like jealousy or shame. If we recognize these as neither good nor bad, but something to be investigated and accepted, we can treat ourselves with compassion and keep blooming. Okay, so that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, what did I say? Stay grounded, but rooted in the present, not the past. Okay? So that's beautiful. Sun card, sacral chakra. That's getting your personal power back, or what I like to say, you getting your mojo back. Mojo's good. So yeah, self-care, being patient with yourself, being gentle with yourself. That's going to go a long way. You see, the character on here is very centered. Yeah, this is a beautiful card. So just remain patient. Oh, so in the traditional tarot, this is temperance. Okay, so keep that in mind, that you've got basically 3 major arcanas in this reading for a weekly. So this is a major time to sit back and take care of yourself and just wait. I mean, you're going to triumph. Like I said, you're headed in the right direction. Don't question that. It's just you're in the archway. You're in the void. You haven't made it through the portal yet. You're not to the other side. So it's okay for things to be very in flux and up in the air. You're right here. You're right here. You're neither here nor there. You are right here. You're right smack in the center. Okay? So your Eyes Through the Art of the Soul card is become the master you seek. So I love this card. It's like that saying with Dalai Lama, the Dalai Lama. That's, I think it was the Dalai Lama. Now I'm questioning myself. If be what you seek to see in the world. I'm paraphrasing. I know I'm paraphrasing, but that same concept. Okay, if there's something that you see out there that is a missing piece, its own void, in a community that you're in, then be the person to take that on. It's like if you are in a small town and there's all these types of shops, but there's not a single bakery in the entire town. Become that baker. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dig in to the book for this one. Oh. Okay, so it's in the ends. There we go. So this card says, you are a divine being. Internalize this knowledge and allow it to inspire self-confidence and inner strength. So, and I can definitely relate to this, because it's like part of the reasons why I decided to do a YouTube channel and what I focus on, which is like spiritual growth, because there's so much like love stuff that floats around YouTube for tarot readings, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. It's a very large market, but it's like once you get past that obsession of twin flame unions and when will he call me back and all of that stuff, like all you have left is you. So what are you going to do? How are you going to grow? And I've heard several readers, over my time of listening, mention that they want to do more variety, but people don't watch it, because everybody wants to know about love. So, that is what it is. But if you were drawn to this reading, you were looking beyond that. You were looking to how to better integrate and work with your higher self, how to work with your guides, how to get yourself balanced so that you can do what you're supposed to do, what you came to do on this planet. This is something that you are primarily focused on as a viewer of this particular video. And to that, I say kudos and thank you so much for watching, like straight up, because that is what inspired me to start this channel, because I wanted to be a resource for people who were looking for a resource like this, because when I was there, I couldn't really find it. I mean, I'd occasionally get it with a couple of readers, but it was nothing real consistent about that at all. So, I hope I can do that for you and continue to do that for you. So moving on to the soul's journey, where you are, is patience. Okay, so straight up, my guides are super cheeky, but so patience. Need I say more? Be patient with yourself, as it says in the Gardener, in our Gardener card, which is also one of my favorite cards because I'm a gardener. And as Temperance speaks to, also be patient with yourself. Accept that everything happens in divine order. You are a divine being. You're coordinating with your higher self, and your higher self does not know linear time like humans do. Okay? So that is all I have for you, Water Tribe. Oh, my deepest and sincerest gratitude for spending these last 18 minutes with me. I hope you have a wonderful week. Definitely check me out over on Instagram. I do polls daily, and I do use these particular cards, the Psychic Tarot. They're freaking phenomenal. Love them. But yes, so that is all I have for you. Again, gratitude, and I will see you next time.